Hi. You probably clicked on this video because you're currently dating a guy right now who's not that consistent. Or maybe you've dated a guy who's not consistent and you're wondering what's going on. And when I say a guy's not being consistent, I mean you probably experienced this. They'll text you 3, 4 days straight and then suddenly disappear for a day or two and then text you again. Or maybe they text every other day or every 3 days. Or maybe you guys would have a conversation a couple of times. He'd call you and then he doesn't call you for a day or two. And you're thinking, is this guy playing games with me? What's going on? What's on his mind? And I did this video not because I want to defend what guys are doing, but I did the video because I want to explain to you what's going through their mind as well. Because as much as you guys are trying to determine if you like the guy or not, the guy is also trying to do the same. And a lot of times in the old days, when a guy likes a girl, they tend to start courting the girl even before they're really sure if they really like the girl or not. And more often than not, that results in a disaster because sometimes the guy invests so much into courting the girl that by the time that the girl decides to fall in love with a guy, maybe the guy realized at that point that they're not compatible or it's not going to work out, or maybe he's not at all that attracted to her. And dating nowadays is very different from how dating was before, where the guy would court the girl. Nowadays, there's really not much courtship as it used to be. Because now, guys, when they ask a girl out, they're actually asking you out because they also want to find out if they like you as much as they think they do. So I think that some guys, not all guys, because not all guys do this, but some guys don't invest too much in terms of time or energy. And it's not because they don't like you, it's because they're also trying to find out how much they like you. And they're doing that because the worst that they can do is invest all this time texting you every day, being consistent, texting you every day, calling you every day. Then you guys go on a date, 2 dates, 3 dates, and then by the third or fourth date, he realizes he doesn't really like you that much. And then what does he do? Ghost you? And then he looks like an asshole because he made you hope for something that wasn't there. So the best you can do is know that as much as you're trying to find out if you like the guy, he's also trying to find out if he likes you. And it works both ways. So for me, the best way to start getting to know each other is not even going on a date per se, but maybe just going out for something a little bit more casual. Maybe a coffee, merienda, like an afternoon snack. And don't do dinner, don't do drinks, and just get to know each other. And then see where it goes from there. Because once a guy invests their time and then they realize that they're not into you, it's more painful than if they're just holding back a bit now until they're sure that they like you. And when they're sure, then they pour everything into it. And that's when the magic starts to really happen. Wouldn't that be better? Then imagine if it would be the traditional way where the guy would be courting you, putting his best foot forward, sending you gifts, flowers, and all the works. And he's doing that. And I call that love bombing, where he's telling you he wants to see you. He's always there for you and everything. And then suddenly, when he realizes, oh, I'm not that interested with her after all, he disappears. That's the worst that a guy can do. So for me, the best that a guy can do is what you think is not consistent. But it actually just means he's also trying to get to know you as well. And he doesn't want to put your hopes up when he's not even sure about you as well as you're not sure about him, because it works both ways. But I'll tell you something. Once he's decided and he's sure he wants to be with you, then you'll notice the consistency starts to improve and the communication gets better, and it just starts to get better from there. So don't get your hopes up yet. Why he would ask you out is the same reason why you would say yes to him asking you out. is that both of you want to get to know each other. And take that time to get to know each other. And don't put your hopes up. At the same time, don't judge him right away for what he does or doesn't do. Let things just flow and let things go at that pace. And when the time is right, you'll know. And he will know. And that way, you'll have less disappointments and you'll have less anxiety and just more fun meeting people and getting to know people. And in the process, hopefully find love.